Are y'all there with me? All right. Today, we're going to do something different. We're going to talk about men's health. And I want to share, maybe this would be therapeutic for me, but we need to have a discussion. And this is for the fellas. I want to ask you a question. Are you suffering in silence? At this very moment? Are you suffering in silence? And what does that mean? As a man in general, we carry the weight, the bulk of society, of family, of relationships. But let's get to the crux. I want to ask you, are you suffering in silence? Because we about to have some barbershop talk today, and at the barbershop, that's a lot of that's a refuge for men to communicate with each other, to get out their frustrations, and to find solutions. So, let's begin with the intro. And let's have this talk. Gather around. Some people are not going to like this video. This video not might be for you. But if you are suffering in silence, this video might be the video for you. And I want to give you a round of applause for coming over and seeking some help. If you're not feeling appreciated, there's no gratitude, you doing the best that you can, hey, I want to salute you, because without you, nobody else will be hella that boatload. And I get it. So let's get to the topic. Are black men suffering in silence? And I want to say, hell yes, we are. And I know the men around me are suffering in silence too. Right? So let's crank up this soldier boy. First things first. What's going on in your life that these Tetris bricks are just adding up? And society tells you as a man, no, suck it up, go figure it out. But I want to let you know something. If you're feeling like you're inadequate, depressed, overwhelmed, overworked, isolated, belittled, embarrassed, I'm there with you. And hopefully through this video, we can find some solutions. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Yes, I think black men are suffering in silence. It's not the fact that we don't have nobody to talk to, but that could be the case. A mentor, a role model, or somebody. The only time we really do have discussions about anything that goes on that's dealing with black men is the barbershops. So how do you feel? Why do you feel like you have to suffer in silence? Is there communication issues? And I would say yes. I would definitely say yes. Men in general don't want to be heard. Men in general, when we have a complaint, a grievance, it gets ignored. It gets swept up under the rug. You deal with it. Let me give you an example. There are a lot of deadbeat men out here, right? But they never talk about the men who's handling their business. But if you look closely, they are suffering in silence. It could be a number of factors. Your upbringing. Um, for some reason, the perfect family structure is advocated, but in reality, that's not the truth. A lot of us come from broken homes where there was drug use, alcohol abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. And I know as a man, you're thinking to yourself right now, why? Why did this happen to me? What did I do to initiate this treatment to justify the behavior? Yeah, my response is we living in a wicked ass world that we live in. It was wicked. So we're going to share. Are black men suffering in silence? Yes. Including myself. Including that the men that I'm around, we all have these complaints. But where do they come from? Is it passed on from generation to generation to generation as a curse? Well, let's look at the detail. A man's destiny is family. To build up a household, to perfect it, to pass it on, and then to head to the damn grave. Society looks at men as just a utensil, a tool to be used and discarded. Because they say, if you have any inkling of feelings, you're sassy, you're weak. But that's not the truth. The truth is, if you use that type of behavior on another person and cause them pain, misery, they'll look at you as a criminal. But some people get praised on doing them type of behaviors. So, hey brother, you ain't tripping. You ain't tripping. You're not tripping. If you do it, notice when you say, "Hey, I'm doing the best I can," and yes, you could do a little bit more. You could do a little bit more. But if you're at your damn maximum of what you're doing, and somebody's from the outside causing you strife, causing you mental anguish, giving you no cooperation, what do? What can you do? Nothing but suffer in silence. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a victim of it. I have been suffering in silence for years. And now that I look back, should I got some therapy? Right? Should I spend that money on a therapist telling me what I need to do? Or don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with therapy. But we living in an age where you can go on Google and get you a book or two. But here's my gripe. What about giving you the anguish? Right? The mental depression is not just self-inflicted, because they'll tell you are the problem. You're the reason. As soon as you get to stand your ground and point out, no, that's not me, this is what it is, they tell you, no, it's you. And that's why black men, we just shut the fuck up. We shut up because we try to get some peace, because we don't have no peace. No peace of mind, no peace area, no ownership. You feel like an empty cardboard box. And I get it. They say, oh, nigga, stop being a bitch. Man up, nigga. But even the toughest soldier will go to Fallujah, come back with PTSD. And it's just the way it's framed and the way it looks. I was checking out something that really made me make this video, right? And the reason I'm making this video is maybe you can't get to the therapist. Maybe us brothers that's going through the turmoil need to be the therapist, the listening ear. I feel you, brother. Now, I hear all type of complaints when it comes to black men. Black men, we lazy, we don't want to work, we don't want to take care of our kids, we abusive, we scammers, drug dealers, that whole perception, right? But what about the person that's handling their business the best way? I ain't talking about the people that you already made it over the hill, you done found your way and your path through your life on the ladder. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about my average brother that's doing the best that he can. If you asked him, hey, have you ever thought about you know what? They'll see yes. Now, I'm going to make you take some accountability. I think taking accountability, right, internal, first, a lot of the trauma comes externally. Let's talk about abuse. When you grow up without a father in your house, and let's say 85% of what did they say? 85% of the black man not in the home for, to my knowledge, of the last 40 damn years. And I'm 49 years old. So, thank you. What I'm saying is this. When a black man is a child and the absence of the father, there are some effects. And I'm a witness to it. Luckily, something in me had me gravitate to other families that had a father that was at least willing to extend, even though my father wasn't around. So I could relate to when a family leader is not present. Now, I know people that lost their parents early, and it had an effect. It had an effect. So it's not just the fact that the black man is absent from the home and we have these new breed of men, these situations. It could be the absence of the mother as well. So what I'm saying is you need two people in the household. I'm fasting. You need two people in the household. Yeah, that was my stomach. My stomach was growling. Yes, I'm going to just keep it honest, keep it real. We're going to push through this video. So it could be the absence of the father or the absence of the mother. The family structure. For a long time, I didn't realize like I was really in super poverty. And you probably felt the same way because it was too much stuff going on. A full family and no guidance is a detriment to the community. We're living in an age of where back in the day, people have a full load family. It made it work. But right now, you got to go to work. Somebody got to go to work. I'm just keeping it a buck. It just can't be two people sitting at the house. Somebody got to go to work, right? And usually to me, that's the man's job to get out there and go get it. And you doing the same thing, black man. You going out there and go and get it. You go and get it. And it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Especially if you greed. Especially if you novice. And you don't know. Because they definitely ain't going to tell you because they know that you didn't have a father in the household to show you the rules. You had a mother that was just only teaching you yin. But your father knew yang, so you wasn't complete. And a lot of us men are, we not complete, right? Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. So we dealing with WORK, work. Oh, man. A scripture states that if you don't work, you don't eat. You could be on the street. So you're out there working. And if you working honestly, listen to me, you working honestly, I know for a fact, black men, you working honest, you suffering from depression. You gotta go deal with some other bullshit. A different animal, a different beast. But where's your peace at? Are you depressed because you don't have a peace? An area to go to? A peace of mind? A place of freedom? After a hard day of work, and you gotta come home and deal with some bullshit, you still working. A lot of men depression when they're overworked is because they're not getting no rest. Not even a good 6 hours. Now, I know a lot of people will say you should be out here working. I get that, right? But when you at your maximum, and you know when you at your maximum, when you at your max, and you can't get time to think, then that to me, that's not right. That's physical slavery and mental slavery. A person needs time to reset, right? Now, men, we see these women at work, right? They come home bitching because they need time to chill out and relax, and the food need to be cooked and all that. All that. They want you to do that. You don't even get that. You don't even get that. It seemed that a man that is by himself will handle all the responsibilities like that with no damn problem. But it just hurt us deep inside when we the provider. Shit just ain't getting done. And then you gotta come home and do it yourself. The perfect. Communication. I've noticed this, if you can't communicate well, and I have a problem with that, you will suffer. You will suffer. People will beat you up. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. They say it's the chicken and the way we eat that black men have one of the highest rates of high blood pressure. But I disagree. I disagree. The factors is the shit that's going on. We have a barbershop talk. My brothers, the shit that be going on in the black man life that pisses you off. That's the key. What do you mean? That's the key. Trickery comes from the tongue. Yeah. The tongue can speak wisdom, comfort, guidance, or violence, hatred, betrayal. The tongue, right? If you grew up in an abusive household, you know the tongue was worse than the ass kicking. Calling you a failure, stupid, you dumb. You dumb. been there. It takes a toll. It stunts your growth. But again, we are men, right? And the notion is suck it up, get over with it. Yeah, I get that. That works in certain situations where you just gotta say, you know what? I gotta muscle through this shit, right? We're just gonna power. Just gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it. That's not the complaint. I think the complaint when men are suffering in silence is the repetition of the action of others. Shutting down. Um, when men are suffering in silence, the first signs of you see that, you might think that's a victory. But when a man shuts down, right, you might think it's a victory. No, that's really making him say, okay, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Yeah. The communication ain't coming in, right? Just standing on logic and realism, you know, sometimes you just, you got to pick and choose your battles and just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Because it's stressful. It's stressful. It's a courtroom battle with two people talking, trying to conversate and state their case. Right? And it's most difficult when a lot of us, we really don't even bring up them type of arguments. Instead of a case, we let you slide with a whole lot of shit. Now, that's what we fuck up at, letting shit slide. Letting shit slide. Men's health, man. The stress. Say, suck it up. Stress. All I can say is, man, don't end the game. But I definitely understand. I get it, man. I get it. Make you feel like something wrong with you. I know. I know. I totally get it. I totally get it. But that's why we having this barbershop talk. Because I know you suffering this, man. I know you suffering in silence, man. You in a relationship too right now in 2025. You suffering in silence. You suffering in silence, right? Stop it. When you get told a lot like it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, and then you look in the mirror, you're like, man, it ain't me, man, it ain't. What the fuck? When you doing that, you suffering in silence. When you contemplating yourself, you suffering in silence, man. It's fucked up. I know. It's fucked up. I know. There's no pill. I don't even think therapy usually will work. I'm gonna keep it a billion with you. Sometimes you gotta remove yourself out the whole damn situation because what reason? Look, easy peasy. Could have got paid what a therapist make right now. I'm gonna tell you what your problem is. The reason we suffer in silence because we ain't got no peace. Easy peasy. Yeah. Print that check out. Let me sign it. Yeah, I'm finna take it to Nick's. No peace, man. No peace. It's wild. Just wild. Just wild. It's just wild. Just wild, man. Just wild. Hopefully, through these conversations, you know, get in the comment section and share, man. Talk to somebody. But 9 times out of 10, you done came to the barber shop and you talking to all of us. But talk to somebody. And try to get you some peace, man. Thank y'all for coming into this barbershop session. This is barbershop episode number 1. Men's health. I'm out.